Hi, Best Buds. It's Cathy with Cathy's Garden. I'm so happy that you've joined me today. Today we're having our part 2 of our recycled envelopes, our junk mail, junk journal. But first, let's have our shout out to Sherry, the Ladybug Journals, Kim, Lori, Amber, and Gwyneth. I appreciate each and every one of you. So where we left off from our part 1, which was on Monday, so if you missed out on that, check out part 1. And we started with junk mail, just something similar to these. And that is what our pages are made from. So I went ahead and finished the cover. So I did add a little bit of lace down here and a pearl and some net. I added a lace bow and an organza bow here with a pearl. So those are the things that I did add from our last video on this. Now I have not sewn this together, and I have debated how am I going to get this thing, which is really quite a crocodile mouth, how am I going to get this put together? I thought, well, maybe I could use some rings like this. Now these are the largest rings that I have on hand. They are about 1 3/4 inches, almost 2 inches. But then I thought, are they really big enough to be able to open the journal flat like this so that you could write in it? I'm just not sure. So I think it's too scary to pop those holes in it to get this in, not knowing if it's going to really work out, because then what am I going to do with those big old holes in there? So I am going to go ahead and I'm going to sew this signature in with needle and thread. Yeah, even though it's really, really thick. Now let's go ahead and let's just look at these pages. So this is our cover, like this. I really love how it has turned out. Then our next page, we have some journaling space here, and I really just kind of made this one into an art page, this page right here. That's our second page, or third page I should say. And then I just put, now here's another piece of that lace from the wedding dress, and I did not coffee dye this one. Now I have a whole bunch that I have coffee dyed, so this is one coffee dyed and this is one not coffee dyed. I just thought I'd add one that wasn't. Put some pearls up here, and I put a pocket right here with a tag. I sewed another heart for a tab right here. We've got a lot of lace here at the corner. Over here we have just a stamp, and you could journal here. I made a little piece of ephemera here. I put 2 tags in the back of this envelope, and then I made a tuck spot, and then there's another journaling card inside, and this tip just pops right in there and holds that envelope closed. I've got some of the coffee dyed wedding dress applique and some more lace. And here's a whole journaling page right here. And then right here, remember those not flips, they're kind of twists. I don't know I don't remember exactly what I called them, but we made this, I think, a Tag Me Tuesday project, and I thought that this color went beautiful with this page. So I just added a sari silk bow from my friend over at Crimson Heart Studios, and some lace and a belly band. I thought that works out really well. We have another full page that you can journal on. And then this is another one of those art kind of journal pages, but you could journal right here if you'd like. Right here, we've got a pocket made from just a little junk journaling card, I guess you could say, and then a label with some net. And this is just one of those faux envelopes that just flip down for some more journaling space and tucks right in there. Now I made a belly band with some lace here, and I put a little paper clip with a bow on it, and then right here is a postcard, and I just glued some a fussy cut on there, just like that. And let's go ahead and pop this back on there like that. Then the center, this is the center, and it's a full page of journaling. And then over here we have another little belly band, and I put 2 little tags in there. Another page of journaling. So there's a lot of journaling in this. And this is a piece of ephemera that we made in a video not too long ago. And I just decided to pop it right on that page. And then there's some more journaling area here. And then right here I used actually it was a postcard that I just loved the pink color. I thought it went really well with this page. And then we made these large stamps together in a video. And then I just popped a couple of chapter 1 paper journaling tags on here, and I just popped them into the pocket. I thought the colors were really pretty. And then over here I just did a little flip with a fussy cut, and then of course you can journal here. And then right here I just made just kind of a waterfall of just some pages that you could journal on. They're coffee dyed tracing paper. Doesn't it sound wonderful? Oh, I just love that sound. And a cluster that we made a little while ago using the resin, and we made some buttons and we did a cluster. Over here I've got a very large pocket with a very large journaling card that you could just jot down your thoughts. This one right here is just a cute little flip with a little polka dot net. And over here I made a envelope in which it just clips onto the page. So that is the decoration on this page, and then on the journaling page. And then, I don't know, I don't think I put anything inside. I need to pop something inside. I just made a little envelope that fits right onto this page right here, and a fussy cut and some lace, and then a large area that you can journal on, and then the back page. Now let's talk about being able to get this sewn together. Oh my goodness, you guys, how many pages? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There were 7 envelopes that we opened up to make our pages here, and then decorated them. So I'm using some very large clips. I need to really make sure I can get this clipped together, and so it doesn't move around too much. This is super thick. This is a big project to be sewing together, but I really think it's going to be worth it, and it will be fun sewing this all together. I really will like it. So just pressing it down, I'm going to get my bone folder, not my bone, yeah, my bone folder here. I don't want to pop a hole in my page, but I want to make sure that they're all pressed down, that none of them are popped up, that they're all down in there. I need to grab a piece of scrap paper so that I can go ahead and make my cheat sheet. If you don't know about my cheat sheet, well, then just stay tuned. Let me grab my piece of paper. Alright, so if you've never seen my little trick that I use, now I'm using a bigger piece than I usually do. This is about 2.5 inches wide, and I folded it in half the long way. You'll want to take these 2 ends and fold them together. So let's do that. Increase it well. Then take the 2 ends again and fold them one more time together. And then fold that really well. Now where those folds intersect, that's where you're going to take your pen or your pencil, and you're going to mark the intersection of the folds. So right here, right here, and right here. And now you have evenly spaced holes that fit perfectly evenly spaced for your junk journal that you have just made. Because I am rotten at measuring. I can measure all day long, and I can just get all different measurements. I'm measuring the same thing. That's just me all over. But that's okay, because we can still do a very good job by using this little trick. Now I've got a little piece of packing foam right here. I also have already threaded my needle right here, and I have my bookbinding material, which is actually has a little bit of wax on it. So I'm going to measure. This is my needle, and I'm going to say 1, 2, 3. I'm actually going to say 4. I'm thinking I might want to put a dangle on this. I'm not sure yet, but maybe. We'll see how this turns out, right? I do have an idea for a closure, so I got to think about how that closure is going to affect having a dangle. So that's something I have to consider. I'm going to grab my awl, aka pokey tool. Okay, you guys, this is my awl. And I'm going to hold my little journal here as closed as I can, and insert my awl right at the points where I have circled where the folds were in our little cheat sheet. And I've got to go through all of these pieces, and I'm going to try to hold it up straight. And I'm going through all the way through. I made it. Now let's do this one right here. Try to hold it straight and push it all the way through. Okay, we made it. Now let's do our last one. There's our last hole, and then we're going to poke this all the way through. There we go. See, it's all the way through. Now we're going to sew it together. Now don't forget to take your cheat sheet out. I have forgotten to do that before. Okay, take that out. Then let's go ahead and let's sew this. Now I have sewn this so many times on my channel that I'm not sure that you want to see it again. But because this is so very big, got a little something stuck on there, I think I might just go ahead and keep the camera running and go ahead and, whoa, I have no idea where that hole came out at. Okay, right about there. So let's look for it there. I have no idea. I'm going to have to do it this way, guys. I'm looking for the hole, putting it through, and then I got to see where that is. Okay, it's about right there. I got to find it. Not an easy task. I think I found it. Looky there, I found it. That's exciting, guys. Well, that excites me that I could find it. This is such a thick journal. We're going all the way over to the other hole, feeding it through. Alrighty, pulling it tight, making sure nothing is caught on anything. Going back in to the first hole. Oh, well, that was the only little part that we had right at the beginning. Now you'll want to have your thread. I'm going to get this thread a little longer. You'll want to have your center thread and your two pieces be on either side of the center thread. These two pieces are on either side of the center thread. And I'm just measuring to see. Take this needle off, and I'm just measuring to see, is it fairly even? It's pretty even. Pull this up just a little bit and see if I can if I can get this. Yeah, that's extremely even. Now checking to make sure I'm not caught on anything. And I'm going to pull this tight, but not so much that I rip any holes or anything. I'm simply going to tie a knot. Now, if you're using embroidery thread, you're going to need to put a little bit of clear glue right at the knot and then leave it open to let it dry, because embroidery thread will work its way out of a knot. And you don't want to go to all that work and then have the knot come undone. Let's go ahead and look and see how this has turned out. I'm very pleased with that. Let's see, how are our pages? Oh, they're wonderful. Oh my goodness, would you just look at that? They're held together well. I like how everything looks together. It's a very firm journal. As what I mean is the pages are firm. We took the envelopes and then we covered the envelopes on both sides, and it just made it firm. Now I did go ahead and I sewed all of my pages, and I sewed around all of the windows here. But then on this side I covered that up so you didn't see that workings. So what I want to do is I want to talk about how we're going to keep this fella closed, because it wants to pop open. I have one of these, you can buy them on Amazon, and they're like labels where you can label things, and it comes with a string, and I have coffee dyed this one. So I actually have one. I have some Sari silk. I have one that I've already marked, and the reason why I marked it is because I have this journaling card, and I thought this journaling card looks really pretty with this right here. And I think we're going to use this as the way that we're going to hold it together, our journal. I looked at this right here on this edge. I am going to take this off. I'm not going to use this today. I'm going to take that off. And I just looked to see from this point right here to about right here where it comes back down and goes straight, well, let's just say it's about an inch. We can do an inch. And then I just measured from the end of the card to an inch this way, and I'm going to put a mark. So now I'm going to bring in my guillotine, and I'm going to cut that so that hopefully that my card, my little tag here, is going to be the proper distance when I mount my journaling card. Now this is from digitalcollage.com. They are a subscription-based site. So you pay for a subscription to be able to go on anytime and print things out. Now I'm going to place this into my 3 tag punch. It puts a very pretty, very similar to this on the end. So I'm simply going to press it down. Usually have to pick it up to do it. There we go. Yeah, see, it's similar. It's not exactly the same, but it's similar enough that I'm going to be able to get away with having it be, considered the same. I'm just going to lightly ink the edge, and I'm not going to do the other side. I'm going to glue the journaling card down, so it's going to go about right here, and there is about an equal distance on either side. Before I do that gluing, I do have some labels. I don't have this thing right here, and I do want them to be similar. I don't have this dark thing here that's around the circle. So I thought, well, I could wrap a label around the edge, the end. So either this or maybe this. just looking to see how that would look. Or this. I'm thinking maybe this one, because I'm not sure you could really tell that they're different, because obviously this side is this side, and so they're opposite ends. Whereas you can really tell them this is this one, and I think you can really tell on this one. So I'm going to use these two. And so what I'm going to do is fold these in half. I've already inked them, so I'm just going to fold them in half. And I am going to need to ink where I folded here. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. It's coming open. Right here, I'm going to fold this and then ink this up. Now, I'm going to glue this on, and I didn't think about that being a bin, did I? It's going to have to be this skinny one, because that's the only one that's going to fit on there like that. Yeah. Okay, guys, it's I didn't think that one out. Suppose I could cut it, but how's that going to look? No. We're going to have to, it's got to be a little easier than that, guys. So I'm moving those. I'll use those for something else one other day. And we're going to have to use it like this. And we're going to have to just have two different, oh good heavens, did I already move it over there? We're going to have two different ends. Alrighty. Let's fold this in half like that. And then that's going to be this one. That's going to be this one, so it's going to be different. Otherwise it's going to be upside down. Alright, it's going to have to be different. How are you liking that? Oh, it's going to be fine. Just do it, Cathy. It's going to be just fine. Let's go ahead and glue that on. So I'm adding my glue. I'm using my art glue or glue. And I'm just going to glue it on. Just like this. And I'm going to glue this one on the other end. Okay. So glue that one on. And then a little bit of ink. And a little bit of ink. Now I hope it's not so wet that I don't. We can glue this on while we're letting that ink dry. Let's glue this on. So I'm thinking, I'm just thinking, guys. Okay, so I'm going to glue it like that. That's a little bit crooked. That kind of bugs me, but I'm going to have to get over it. Maybe by the time we get the sari silk on it, I won't notice it. I'm hoping that's the case, that I don't really notice it once I get the sari silk on. Now, maybe something like that. Okay, I'm gluing that down. I do want to make sure I really glued it well, so I need to add some more right here. Probably I'm going to have to grab a little paper towel and wipe off the excess. Okay, we've got that glued down. Now we're going to have to put a hole. So I'm just going to kind of put a hole right here. I'm just feeling to where that. Okay, very good. And maybe about right here. I'm just guessing, guys, where the hole is. I don't know if it's there or not. Now, I do have some eyelets. If you don't have eyelets, you can always use the hole savers that you can purchase just about anywhere. I think you can even get them at the grocery store. So I'm popping them in. I'm going to put the back on it. So getting the back on there, wrong way, goes this way. Popping it into my little machine. There we go. Oh, that looks fantastic. Let's do the other side quickly. So putting that one on, and then the backing. Okay, and then got that on. Wonderful. Now the next thing, I think, I've got my hot glue gun here. I'm going to just put, I think I want to put some pearls on here, some flat back pearls, just to jazz it up just a little bit, you guys. Sorry about that noise. And I think I want to do it this way and this way because of that leaf. So let's add a few little pearls right down here. Because our pages are so decorated in our journal that I don't want our closure to be just totally bare of any pearls or decoration. Okay, so we've got those on there. Now, let's see here. Let's go ahead and, yeah, I don't think we're going to see that it's a little crooked there. I think what we're going to do here, it's going to stop that twitching I have going on, that it's crooked. Okay, I'm going to thread this on here, and then we're going to place this here. I'm going to go around, and you know, Sari silk is sewn together. I'm just cutting right at one of those seams, and then I'm going to insert this. Well, use my little scissors to get that in. So this is, hopefully this is going to work out. This was my idea. I think it's going to work, you guys. I think it's going to look just fine for a closure. Now, we didn't put any, right there, we didn't put any tassels. I'm thinking, now see, I already think that I need to maybe cut this and cut this, because we've already got dangles here. We've got dangles here, and I've even got dangles here. Do I want to go ahead and put dangles down here? Oh my goodness, you guys. I don't know. I don't know if I think it needs it. I think that maybe it could finish it off. Okay, let me get some and let's see how it turns out. Okay, guys? All right, you guys, so I got my pearls and I sewed 3 pearls on each little strand here for the tassels. You can really see them in the back, but you have to look, you know, to see them through the lace because the lace hangs down there. But I do like how it turned out, and I do like the closure, and I think that will work out really well. I do hope that you have enjoyed this video, and if you have, please give me a thumbs up. I invite you to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. I'll see you there, guys. Bye now.